What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Asia session stream. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing amazing as usual. Today, we have a very strong closure on the daily chart. Hopefully, we'll be able to scalp something back towards the daily high. Expecting us to actually push through and go back to see that daily high since we're very strong at the close. I don't know how deep the retracement would be. Definitely, this is a big key level to look at in order to potentially long from it. I don't know if the move's going to happen right at the open or if we will have a deeper pullback within the range, but we will try to scalp something within this range. So here, if you take a look at this daily chart, we tapped into that bearish daily fair value gap indecision candle right here. Even if it closed bearish, it wicked the low, wicked the high. Don't know what it's gonna do. Next one closed bearish, so I'm like, okay, maybe next candle would print bearish to the downside and actually go get around the 27s. Unfortunately, didn't happen. We wicked that low, closure back above that candle's high. For me, what am I expecting from the next day? I'm expecting actually a bullish distribution to the next day into those daily highs. So that is gonna be like my overall game plan for like my daily bias for tomorrow. I'm expecting us to drive back up, at least taking out this daily high within the Asia session, and maybe during London we would go down, fake out some sellers, trap them, create the low of day, push up during the New York session, hold above the Asia high, and then distribute and then close strong on that weekend. So we'll see. The open is in around 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So let's see what the open has for us. But in terms of the trades that I took today, I took the short on ES. Okay, so I took a short this morning at around, let me show you guys. I took a short right here, exactly at 10:51. Shorted the market here and ended up taking out my profits at around 280, which is around 20 points on ES. So I entered micros. Was a very, very good trade. We'll go over that trade. We'll go over also the opportunities that I saw that were valid on NQ, because there was a lot of good opportunities, in my opinion, to scalp 10 to 15 handles today within the market. So how's the chat doing? What's up, Jacob? How are you doing, bro? I just looked at the chat. How are you doing, my brother? I just went to the barber shop basically. So so hopefully my fade is fresh enough for you guys. All right. So currently within the Asia streams, we're 6-0. So 6 wins, 0 losses, 1 break even. So hopefully we're gonna be able to keep that win streak alive with you guys tonight. Good night, looking sharp. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you. It doesn't look like a fresh cut. All right. Hate watching. 7-0 tonight? Probably. Let's see what we can do. I'll go on MNQ though. It's definitely not looking to get to trade NQ for me tonight. I'll do MNQ because the range is just so big. All right, open, gap up. See that daily high, man. Gonna head back down here. No, I'll try a long here. For the pullback. The new trading view update is pissing me off. For real. Scalp the move up here, so 5 micros. So I'm in here. I'm in chat. And longs in it to win it. If we start pushing above 24, gonna go be very fast. I want to scalp the daily high. Don't retrace on this, brother. A lot of weak opens within the last few weeks. Very, very weak open. Could add to this position for sure. But I just want to see it from now. Just want to see the move from now. I need to see us close above that high on the 1 minute. I wanted to see more. I just want to see this 5-minute bar also closing bullish and strong. Once it closes, the next one will give us a story. I just see the daily high being taken out right there. It's very aggressive for sure. That's why I entered micros. Not a. Come on, man. 04. Oh man, displace. Got this. This 5-minute candle will close. I just need it to close strong, bullish, and aggressive. No wicks. It's waking back. Back. Very weak close from the 5. At the end, new 5 opens up. Needs to see 506. Yep. Come on. Ah, that's weird. That's some weird SPA right there. Ah. Holy shit. the week, man. Can we get the push here from 506? I'm very locked in on that trade. Sorry, Chad, if I'm not speaking too much. I'll go over all the questions and stuff. It's just I'm managing that position like crazy right now. I prefer being super locked in. Catch that dub and then start laughing for the rest of the session. All right. Once we start breaking above 07, I don't see a reason why we should pull back to 82. $15 is closing in 7 minutes. Gonna be a big factor into the push. Well, we are in a prediction play. Give us the push above 06. I'll go B. Come on, displace above those highs and we're good. Just want you to use those highs as stops, run higher, we're gonna be break even. Come on. 07 pushed. Alright, break even, chat. We can start freaking smiling at this point. Not smiling, but oh shit. I just like that move for me has to be an influx right at the open. If it starts chopping and pulls back, it could pull back deeper and very strong too. So it's like it's either a breakout from the first 15 or it will pull back to those hourly gaps right below us. Yeah, I've never been this quiet, but I think has some chances of hitting us back to break even if it's weak at that high. Looks like 07 is pretty is a pretty big level to push through. One thing about Amos is gonna jump in right at the open. I mean, if something is clean, I'm gonna jump in. If there's a clean trade, you let me get the first bar at 6 p.m. I'm in. 100%. $15 is closing within the next 4. Come on, just stay above '06. Find some buyers there. 5 is weak. 5 is so weak. Wick down, there's a gap below. We win without being stopped out to break even. That's the question. I'll go over the reason why I took this trade, everything about it, 100%. It's gonna be 13. This important candle on the 1 for that 15 closure. Very important. Needs to break out. If it breaks out, we're good. Then 14 is gonna push, hopefully, and we might get that breakout, that orb. Might get that orb. Yeah, my stop loss at break even. We gotta worry is that 23 high. We're pushing here, accepting 510. Big level. Let's see if we can rip on that 15. I want that daily high. Yep. Yep. Come on. $14. Micromanaging the position. I'll take off 4 here and let 1 runner. Four. And then I'll let 1 runner. The 15 is breaking out. Okay, we get it, chat. Just need that push from that 15-minute closure. New one's opening in 7 seconds. Hopefully it doesn't open up lower. Just need it to open up higher. Use the daily highest stops. Can we do it, chat? A sweaty ass trade. Holy shit. Come on. Come on, man. That's what's happening inside of me. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Come on. One more point. One more point. One more fucking point. Bang. Seven no. 7-0. Let's fucking go. Can we get some W's in the chat? Spam some freaking W's in the chat right now. For that dub, come on. Literally, which other streamer are you gonna see someone trading literally the first bar? Literally the first bar. We're letting a runner. Oh shit, that runner is gonna be one. We're letting a small runner of one contract. But let's go, chat. Oh my god. Now that means we literally have 2 hours to talk about shit. Literally talk about anything that we want. Shit, we literally can't stop winning for sure. I'll put it right. Put the stop and profits right there. All right, I'll just get the fuck out of here. Let's go. Oh my god. No, the win streak has to be studied. I swear to god. That okay, let me go over the trade, the reasoning why I took it, and why it's a trade that you can take literally on every Asia session depending on the strongness of the close. So here, just going for that candle. Okay, we just look at this candle for what it is. It's sweeping the low here at 408, sweeping the previous day low, closing back above the previous daily high. What is it telling me? On the previous day, the buyers are the one controlling the market. They are being extremely aggressive. Perfect. What is the second thing that this candle is telling me? It's closing extremely strong. It means that during the power hour and from basically all the way to 4:15 p.m., the buyers were so in control that they pushed price in one direction, making that daily candle closing very, very bullish. One thing I remember when I started to learn trading, started to learn my strategies, mentors would say, okay, just target daily highs and lows. Target daily highs and lows. These are the best levels ever. And then I would wake up during the New York session and I would be like, the daily highs and lows are already swept, or the daily highs already swept. It's always swept when I wake up. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, let me go back and see when does that high or that low get swept. And then you go back and you're like, oh, they get swept during the overnight session. Oh, okay, so maybe during the Asia or London. Perfect. When is it going to get swept during the Asia session? Depending on how strong the close was, okay, where is the close of that candle? Asia will be attracted to the daily high. So here we can see how strong it closed. So here my target would be the daily high, the previous daily high, basically as soon as the new daily candle opens. So right there, I went on the 1 minute chart. I had my daily high level and I am looking to scalp it. We open up, gap up a little bit, boom, we push, enter right at that breaker on the pullback, chop, 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 chop. As soon as I got a push right above that 5 minute high, went break even, never got tapped, and then took out my profits at that previous daily high, which is what I call the Asian rate. I call this model the Asian rate, with literally a model that I showed back in, I think, 2024, one of the first. So a very good model. It's not a model that you can execute on every daily bar, because it's not every daily bar will be very strong and will give you the conviction that the open will take out the previous daily high. Not every single one. So you got to be careful. You got to have, you know, different strategies. You got to have different frameworks so you can apply one depending on which market condition we're at or how the daily candle closes actually. So beautiful trade. Again, shit, 7-0. What can you say? What can you say? 7-0. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you scalp the first 1 minute bar. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. There you guys in the back. It's so Tony's sent a picture of me flexing my bicep. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was funny. Had to hit it with a low celebration, you know. But W's, let's go. Oh, did Mexico win? What brand are my pants? Nah, bro, you gotta chill on that. I swear to God, bro. Brand are my pants? I'm not even wearing pants. I'm in boxers right now. Literally. Nah, I'm joking. I don't even know the brand. Yeah, it's like a soccer brand or something. Like old soccer shorts. What's your bias for this day? It's bullish. So the I think the main problem usually in a trader that is a beginner would be to only trade reversals. We're only thought to trade reversals or breakouts. Okay, so here, just look at this daily bar. You see this daily bar? I'm always using the previous daily bar to give me the direction for the next, especially if it's strong and if it has a lot of volume within it. So here this candle has 1,200 points, bullish, aggressive above that high. Good. The worst thing I could potentially do is wait for that daily high to get swept, wait for a bearish market structure shift, and then target either 50% of that range or that low. That right here is a recipe to stay broke. Literally, I do the complete opposite. So for me, we instead of predicting, I'm reacting to market participants being trapped. So I will wait for that high to get swept, and then potentially what I'm expecting from the overnight session is that we are going to create that shift in market structure to the downside. We are going to break structure and pull back within that daily range. For sure it is going to happen. Okay, am I going to try to catch the top and catch that reversal? Hell no, definitely not. What I'm going to try to do though is wait for that reversal to be a fake out, wait for that reversal to actually get disrespected, because I'm using the previous candle as a way to define my bias for the next. So here, this new candle, daily candle, will fluctuate. Right now it's popping the high, so it's already above the daily high. And what is going to happen is that we're most likely going to drop back down below the opening price of that candle, which will make this candle turn bearish. Boom, and we'll flip back down. Once this candle flips bearish, this is exactly where every people that will try to predict the market with a high risk to reward will jump in. They will all jump in within the first shift that they see, predicting that the market will go down. The likelihood of the next print to reverse, if the last one was a breakout, is pretty slim. So I'm fading it. I'm waiting for that candle to fluctuate here, and I use this candle as walls. I'm just waiting for us to go from a daily candle that went from being bearish to then holding within that bar and us flipping back right below above the opening price. Once we can flip back above the opening price and we were trading extremely bearish like this is the exact moment where I'll anticipate that this high will get taken out. Okay, so I will anticipate that all those sellers are now trapped, and this is the low of a future bullish daily bar that will print above the current high and then close like this. That is my framework. So instead of predicting that the next bar will be bearish, I'm predicting that the next bar will be bullish. So I'm only looking for cues to along the market and looking for shifts, bearish shifts in market structure to get invalidated. So that's what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow. So what are the profiles that could potentially happen? Okay, let me show you. So here, the profiles that could potentially happen is this. That's usually a classic buy day would be the Asia session accumulating, then London session sweeping the high of Asia usually, or just let's say Asia accumulates, that's A, then London breaks structure to the downside, so generates sellers within the market. And then once we generate those sellers within the market, okay, instead of shorting on the pullback here and predicting that the market is going to reverse, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to predict that London is going to create the low of day, okay, because I want to play a bullish daily candle. That's my framework in general. So then once we go down and we feel, the blocks here, which is filled with buyers, once we see us getting back to the upside and actually disrespecting everything that we created on the way down, this is the moment where I'll anticipate that London formed the low. Once we're going to push, it's either going to form this while the New York session is going to open. So then I'm going to anticipate that we're going to go back towards the Asia highs, or we're already going to be above the Asia highs during the New York session, and we're going to be above the daily open during the New York session, meaning that everything I'm going to be looking for is potential buys to break the current candle's high of that daily candle. Does that make sense? So I'm never reversing the previous candle's close. That's pretty much the framework. I have a lot of different frameworks. Of course, I have a lot of ways. I believe in the overall being an overall good trader where it comes down to scalping and intraday trading. I don't think there is a good opportunity to swing for the fences, which means that I don't think there's a good opportunity to go for 100 points every day. I think there is a good opportunity to get 15 to 20 points every day though. But for me, it's important to have different frameworks, different strategies on different time frames, so I can play with what I see. I can just react to the best opportunity throughout the day and be very confident with it, So there's mornings where I wake up and I'm like, okay, the range is too big for me, to my liking. I am going to wait for the PM session and look for a 10, 15, 20 point scalp. And then I make my $1,000 day and walk away. There's days where I'm very confident that in a continuation within the first hour of the day, I'm going to take the trade, maybe let some runners, So that's pretty much the overall mindset that I have, being versatile. So right after that dub, can we get to 250 likes? We're already at 550 people watching the stream. Come on, guys. Appreciate you guys. Let's go. No, I don't use trend lines, bro. No, I don't use trend lines. Hell no. So type 1 if you like the overall explanation behind the trade and behind my framework and why I always look for continuations rather than reversals. If not, I will definitely give some more information about how I actually scalp the market, which if you're here every single day, you know exactly how I trade, Best Tradeify account for experienced trader. It is best Tradeify account for experienced trader. Select account. Select account if you're a high risk to reward trader. Lightning funded account if you are a low risk to reward trader. In my opinion. Holy shit, there's a lot of ones. Come on. Let's go. Happy that you guys love the explanation. Joined late, didn't chase. It's alright. It's alright. There's always going to be another opportunity. What am I seeing currently? I'll take a look at this 15-minute chart. We have an unfilled 15-minute gap right below us. Could be a potential target within the next 5 to 10 minutes, I would say. Would I take this trade? No. Why? Because this third candle that created the gap closed above the second candle's high, meaning that I will judge that from this high to this low is an order block that has more chances of creating a new high than a new low back towards that gap. It could definitely go back towards that gap here for sure. But for me, when my framework is not being respected, I am not looking to short the market back towards an inefficiency. Okay. So here, whatever happens, my framework is not being respected, so I move. Okay, I roll. So let's go over the best trades of the day using the unfilled gap model, right? Because there was 4 trades you could have caught today, okay? And I don't think there. Show me any other models that you could take 4 wins like those and genuinely scalp 20 handles consistently. I don't know. Just show me one without that doesn't have any discretion and that is purely mechanical. I'm still waiting. Okay. So what is the strategy? Listen up, because you're gonna be very hooked once you start seeing the 4 wins of the day. But the strategy is called the unfilled gap model. Okay. What is the unfilled gap model? It is the thesis behind the strategy is to scalp unfilled fair value gaps as soon as they're being created. The second they're being created. Okay, what does that mean? What is a gap? A gap shows aggression from one singular market participant. Okay, it is a 3 candle pattern where the down wick of the first candle right here, you see, doesn't touch the up wick of the third. Perfect. Okay, when I see this, I'm like, all right, this gives me a good perspective of what's happening or what happened within the last 45 minutes if I'm looking at a 15-minute chart. It tells me that sellers were way too aggressive, so aggressive that buyers did not get a fair exchange, did not get their fair share here between this candle's down wick and this candle's up wick. Good. What does that mean? In terms of volume, I would expect this area right here to be an area that has extremely low volume. And an area with low volume is called a low volume node and has a lot of orders ready to get filled, okay? Either on stops or limits. So right there, my thesis is we have more chances of filling the gap, so going to number 1, then number 2. Perfect. So then I will make sure of 3 things, okay? I will make sure that when I'm scalping the gap, the last candle that created the gap, okay, so the third candle, we have the first one, second one, third one right here, closes back within the range of the second. So here, this candlestick pattern is showing me, all right, responsive buyers stepped in. We have a pretty big down wick right there. So in terms of what happened within the last 15 minutes, buyers stepped in. They were aggressive and they didn't let the sellers get the best out of that close. That is a very good indication that price is going to open up higher. Then I need to make sure that the structure within that candle is good enough for me to predict that price is going to open up higher again. So there's multiple entry models that I will use. And when all those confirmations on the 15 happened, then my 1-minute chart, then I look at the 1-minute chart. Then I can trust my 1-minute candlestick pattern. Then I can trust the fact that, okay, if we truly created a breaker block within that range, okay, which is a low, high, lower low, higher high, I can truly trust the fact that this neckline would lead us to create a new high within the market. Now I have a framework that I can respect. Or I can truly trust the fact that when we create that inversion gap, it will actually hold because all my framework is being respected. I have the understanding of the higher time frame, how basically I'm predicting that the next 15-minute bar will print to the upside. Okay, so there's 3 entry models. This one, so the breaker, the inversion gap, or the normal order block. Okay, it's just a break and retest. So let's scale down to those lower time frames, and we're gonna find 4 trades that you could have caught today using that strategy, and then we're gonna go back on the charts. So here, what ended up happening? 8:30 in the morning, so 8:45. The market just opened, not even the New York Stock Exchange, but we can consider that being the session opening still. What do we have on the 3-minute chart? Swept sell side, perfect. Inversion on the 3-minute. What is an inversion? It's when you create a bearish gap on either the 1, 2, 3, or 5-minute chart. And what you say to yourself is, okay, there's a lot of sellers within that gap. If we're truly bearish, we should respect that gap in order to create new lows. If we're bullish though, plus I have the magnet above me, which is the unfilled fair value gap, then we should see that the area where the seller should have stepped in, they will cover their position and click on buy to push price in one direction. So here, as soon as you disrespect that gap, I'll show you what's currently happening on the 15. I'll show you how the 15 looks. So you're going to see this candle will close back within the range. As soon as it closes back within the range, I buy, stop loss right there, take profit where? At a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Okay, so here we're with micros, so let's enter 10. Let's get in heavy. Let's do that. Okay, so now I'm predicting that the next few bars will go to the upside. This is how I'm scalping. Okay, so now I'm going to be like this. Stop loss, take profit. Let's see how that goes. Okay. That candle closed right there, got picked up. You could either buy at the close or, predict a little bit, 1, 2, 3 minutes before. Opens as soon as this candle closes and the brand new one opens. Oh, push up towards that gap. Perfect. I was right on the framework. I was able to catch 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 points consistently using a certain framework. Mechanical. Okay, it was, you can say, all right, it was probably luck. All right, let me show you 3 more trades you could have caught today using that. All right, push up from this candle, very aggressive. A fair value gap is composed of what? 3 candles. This is the first, this is the second, and the third one is going to print right now. So now I know that if I close back, if I only close back within the range of that high, okay, and I have an unfilled gap right below us, we have more chances of filling the gap than the high. I go to the 1-minute chart, and this indicator will show you exactly how the next 15 will print. Prints, opens up higher, good. Okay, let's wait. If it closes back right below this low, I will look for shorts. It's closing back. I'm looking at time also. I'm looking at how much time there is left for that candle to close. It's 10:10. We're closing back right below the range here, and we are very far away from that high. So that previous candle's high, which would be my invalidation level. Good. We just created my inversion gap. Can I enter? We're around 5 minutes left before that 15-minute candle closes. We are breaking out. We're creating bearish structure. We could start, let's say, selling with half size. Okay, selling with half size right there on the breakout. We get the entry right here, pull back within the gap, pushes down again at 13, 14 right here. What does that mean? It means that this 15-minute candle is going to close right now, meaning a new one will open and there is a gap below me, and we already formed the structure. I was already in a little bit prematurely within that trade. Now you can do whatever. You can add to this position if you want to be in full size on a small pullback, or you could just decide to take profits right there. Okay, the best thing would be to just take profits, I would say. So you get filled, you're in with full size, you put your take profit within the gap and your stop loss right there. 2 minutes and you hit the gap. 2 minutes. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, you were able to predict that once that 15-minute candle closed and you had a gap below you, you had more chances of seeing the gap than the high of that candle. So everything that happens within that 15-minute cycle truly deserves to see a potential short. Okay, maybe it was luck 2 times. Let's see another one. And I can show you one that happens every single day. Literally. Okay, same thing here. We're breaking out very aggressively. Keep in mind, when a candle breaks out, I'm always anticipating that the next one would be bearish also. Okay, here, let's see. We broke out of that first candle's low. Okay, fair value gap is composed of how many candles? 3. 1, 2. We still need that third one to open and close to then see if there's a gap above or below me. Okay, here I would expect that if we close back within the range of that second candle like this, I would have more chances of scalping to the upside back towards the unfilled gap than the internal low formed within that range. So let's see, open up, go lower. Okay, we chill. Now I'm looking at time. I'm like, all right, how much time is there left for that candle to close? And is there any chances of that framework being disregarded? So here, I'm looking at this low. I just need to close above this low. That's it. And I have a gap above me. So now we're creating what? We broke structure. We created my inversion, not my inversion, but we created the change in the state. So the breaker block, we formed low, high, lower, low, higher, high. We actually held that and pushed up again. There is 4 minutes left for that 15-minute bar to close. Okay, let's do the same thing as we did. Let's buy, okay, with half size, and let's add if it pushes up. We're in, pushes up. There's 3 minutes left for that 15-minute bar to close. There's still the gap right above me. Let's wait. 1 minute left. We can add full size right here. Let's pray that it pushes down. Pushes down fills me on all my contracts. My take profit will be within the gap. Stop loss will be right there. Okay. Your job is just to make sure that you don't get wicked out. Okay. We open, 1 minute hits the gap. 1 minute. Open, takes the gap. Perfect. Okay. Maybe I got lucky once, twice, but not thrice. All right. All right. Let's take another one. Okay. This one being a little bit lower probability because we have an inside bar candle. If you enjoy the stream currently, guys, make sure to smash that like button. And at 250, I'm doing a 150K select account giveaway. Okay, so here, same thing. All right, we pushed up very aggressively. Can I sell from here to that gap right below me? No, because this candle closed above the second candle's high. I need a third candle. As soon as we create a gap, that third candle closes back within the range of the second one. So now I still need to let a 15-minute cycle run, okay, in order to make sure that we have a gap below us, and we just created it, okay? So here we're chopping. Right there, we just closed. What do we have? We have what? A 2-minute inversion gap right here. Let's go on 3 if there's a 3. Okay, there is a very clean 3-minute inversion gap right here that was formed. We have an unfilled fair value gap right below us. Okay, and that third candle failed to close above that second candle's high. Failure swing. At that moment, this is the only moment where I would anticipate that an inversion gap or breaker block, or any sort of 1, 2, 3, 5 minute time frame analysis would work out to go to the downside, because what? We have our framework being respected. We have a magnet right below us. So here is a very good moment to sell. You can sell with 10, having your stop loss where? Above that high. Take profit where? 1 to 1. You see how I don't care about having the exact pinpoint entry. Because why? I am so focused on finding the direction of the next 15-minute candle that why would I mind? Goes up higher. 4 minutes, hits my target. You see? Multiple good opportunities to find a quick scalp within the day. You don't need to get involved within all the candles, within all the sweeps, within, or, just wait for a reaction. No, just have a certain framework where the statistics of the next bar either printing to the upside or to the downside on either the 15 or the hourly, and you're good. So that was the trade. I did quite the same thing within the trade that I took. The runner would have pushed still, but preferred getting out fully for a little $600. Shit, that was a lot of yapping. That was literally like a full on YouTube video right there. All right, so amazing chat. 211 likes. We need 40 more likes. 39, and we're doing 150K select account giveaway. Currently, we're breaking out above that daily high. We could be in for a rip for sure. So if you have a runner, definitely good to let that. Definitely. Ooh. Your value, man. Thanks. Appreciate you, brother. Moss, thank you for this, bro. People charge money for strategies that work this well. Very much appreciated. Even people that charge money for strategies that work, I don't truly believe they work. It's like, listen, I'll tell you one thing with me. The only people that I will truly touch their heart are the people that truly struggled to find their edge, because beginners still believe every strategy is working. That is very deep. What I just said is very deep. The only people that will truly get the gold from what I say are the people that are still fighting to find their edge. Still fight, they're still in the phases of, I am looking for my strategy because I tried everything and it's still not working for me. And once you see this, or like once you start seeing a framework that, okay, damn, that truly can work for real, I just need to know when to stay out. Those I will touch their heart. But it's like, it's very difficult to make someone see the value within what you say if they can't see them by themselves, because it's only the people that will struggle a lot that I will really like impact them for sure, 100%. Yeah. Yep. You gotta hit 1K likes for sure. We're at 242. Well, you guys don't want 150K select? What's going on? Brother, can we use the strategy during any sessions, any day? Go validate the information I just stated. Don't believe me for what I said. Don't trust my word. You shouldn't. You should never trust another man's word. Ever. Go validate that information on your own, and if it works, then do whatever your data says. I am impacted. Bro's in shock. You're describing me right there. Thank you so much for this. I've been trying to find actual strategies. You have Discord mentioned. Yeah, I definitely have those, and it's for the the people that are looking for more guidance in terms of like, okay, I do not want to waste time. I have so much responsibilities in my life. I can't be looking for gold here and gold there, or like get waste 2 years to actually have all of the information within a small piece of paper. I have those, but do I promote? Nah. You really gotta come out of your way to ash me. Literally, bro, I am him when it comes to backtesting, but I have not found any worth in 95% of the strategies that are surfacing on the internet. Yeah, that's true. That's the thing. It's like a lot of the things that we hear online, we don't know what's real and what's fake because there's so much information out there. There's so much information, you don't even know where to start. So once you see someone, you can't really tell the difference between someone who's real and who's not, because everyone's doing the same. Everyone's doing short form content. Everyone's copying each other on the short form side. They have the same scripts, they have the same videos. People are repackaging videos of other people. They explain it in the same exact way. You don't know. You don't know. But the only way you know is if you test what someone else tells you that works. And if it doesn't work for you, try to instead of hating, try to take the small piece of the thing that had potential value and then try to apply it to your strategy. But I truly believe, like I said, I truly believe in self-teaching. If you can't self-teach, if you can't add rules to yourself within a certain framework that someone else has taught you, you will never be able truly to survive drawdowns. It's impossible. Because let's say I start a strategy. I'll give you an example. I always say that even if I give you literally my 4 favorite strategies that I look at every single morning, okay, Every single day I step in the charts and I look for that. Exactly. And I can tell you why someone who's going against me would lose over the long run. I can tell you that and describe it to you. Okay. Even if let's say I just give you two. I can give you those two strategies. Okay. 1 and 2. But what's going to happen is that those strategies, like every other strategies, are going to face extreme drawdown periods, break-even streaks, and extreme winning streaks. Everything. But as soon as you're going to face either a losing streak or a drawdown streak, you will not see the value within that strategy because you did not go and validate that information. You just trusted someone else. So what's everyone doing is that they find strategies online and they're like, okay, let me try it. It works for a little bit. As soon as they face drawdown, they stop. Okay, do you truly know if that strategy works or not, if it was bullshit in the first place? No. That's why backtesting is so important. I think it's the cure to a lot of mistakes, or a lot of especially psychology mistakes. That comes down to confidence. Yeah. 100%. Did anyone cooked more than 300 accounts? No, I didn't cook 300 accounts, but I'm pretty sure someone in the chat here definitely cooked 300 accounts or more. Am I close to that? In terms of evals, yeah, for sure. 4 years of evals, bro. Hey. Bro, I blew evals. I cannot even... What's nice is seeing you backtest as well. You see, there's a reason why there was only 60 people in the backtesting sessions. How many models do you have for the New York session? 6. 6. I choose to trade 2 within, I would say, every quarter. 6. I have 6. I trade 2 within every quarter. So I find 2, depending on what happened within the last quarter, with my journal, with all my data that I have. And I know that some of my strategies are better to use in Q1 and Q4 rather than Q3 and Q2. Because of volume aspects and price. And yeah, summer months are so different also. You got to play it differently. You know, the strategy that I trade right now that is in the biggest winning streak proved me that it's better for me to step away from that strategy during the summer months. So I'll see. You know, I am expecting a losing streak. I am because my data in the 8 years of data that I have on that exact strategy, I am getting annihilated every single summer, literally. It's better for me to just step away from the chart on that summer, you know. So we'll see. I'm glad you're back to trading your strategy. That Knicks gambling when you got back from Miami wasn't good. You're a good trader. What do you mean? Never gambled, bro. We're 7-0 within the Asia session. I don't know if you're trolling me, but I truly always trade my strategy, brother. Like it's like if I take a trade with a micro or two, it's still my strategy. Like it still follows my framework. I will never take a trade that is like a dumbass trade. Never. Always has substance behind. Always. Of course, it might look different because I'm trading off of such a higher time frame. Let's say maybe you're talking about either the trade that I took in one session that was targeting a daily high. If I target a daily high, the time frame for the entry is an hourly, meaning that there is no reason for you to enter with minis. So I entered micros, and you know, it took 8 hours before hitting the target, but it did hit the target. Didn't it? Actually did. How much Tradeify pays you for hosting this show? Do you think I would tell that to you, brother? Yeah, I'll just say it out loud. Yep. Pocket watch me like that. Holy shit. Bro, people focus on entry model as a strategy and forget about the higher time frame framework, timing, data. You just said everything. You took the words out of my mouth. People focus on entry models. The thing also that is so attractive with the ICT community in general is that I think like the ICT cult in general were sold the dream that you could only look at one time frame and be profitable with it. So like look at the 1 minute chart, look for breaks, look for structure, look for equal highs, London high, daily high, Asia low, and then within that 1 minute structure find an edge. Let me tell you that the 1 minute chart on the most liquid asset ever, the 1 minute chart gives you the exact price at its fair value currently, meaning that if there was an edge within the 1 minute bars, like printing and closing, it wouldn't be on this market because it's too liquid. It is too efficient, way too efficient. Price is always at its fair value. When it digs right here at 30, if there was an edge to be taken from the 1 minute, it was already taken from those HFT bots, like those institutions, those whales that have billions of dollars to move it. So like the higher time frame for me is the biggest focus. It's like, okay, if I can read where that candle will go, or like that 15-minute cycle will go, or that hourly or that 30-minute, okay, now I can make sense of the 1 minute. But the 1 minute in and of itself, once you have a framework, you see how the 1 minute is such a good description of a good illustration of human psychology. 100%. I'll give you an example. Okay, let's say you have a certain framework and your framework is the unfilled gap. Okay, and you want to target it, and you have your whole analysis made for that. Okay, so let's say this candle, you're predicting that the next bar will be bearish. Okay, so there's a lot of psychology within that, because let's say this would be your target, let's say, and then the reason also why I have a wide stop is also for that, because of I don't want to micromanage my positions based on what's happening on the one, because it could fake me out a lot. So let's say here, this is my target. Someone who trades with a very low risk reward, high risk reward, sorry, would wait for a break, put his stop loss right there, and assume that this break will generate new lows within the gap. Okay. What is going to happen is this: within that 15-minute framework, there's a whole 15-minute bar that will print, and this will happen. Go down, go 3 handles away from that low. There's a gap that's going to get created, inverse. So sellers are going to get trapped right here. Buyers are going to get, a small little push. They want to target this high though, and then down. That's what's happening on the one with it when you have a framework. So you're seeing, okay, if I was trading within that chop, sellers got stopped, buyers got stopped, then a sharp move happened. Oh shit. Okay. Now I can't fuck around with that 1-minute chart so much, because it will fake out everyone. It will break above, break below, inverse that gap, respect that gap, and then demolish you. Did what I say resonate with some of you? Because this is literally what's happening if you try to micro scalp on the one. And I just stated that with a certain framework that I apply, but it could be with anything. But when you truly have a framework and you have set rules before entering, you know exactly where's your entry, your stop loss, your take profit. You see those moves being created in front of you. When I see a big bullish candle and I'm selling, I know what could happen right after. A big bearish one, that bullish candle just generated the buyers. Wait, I missed so many comments. Holy shit. How do you back this? There is there is so many backtesting softwares out there. Just make sure to search. Please do the backtesting sessions again. We're not gonna do them. There's gonna be 8 of you there. It's not worth. Ça va, mas ça va bien, toi? How are you doing, brother? How's my French people doing? Why don't you just use the other strategy if this one get wrecked in the summer, brother? Yeah, for sure. Don't worry, I know. Don't worry. I have a lot of parameters to adapt to a strategy getting wrecked. And again, we're trading props. So like there's a lot of things you can do within that prop environment to make sure that you're always eating. Which is, in my opinion, the true value in a mentor within the space. It's like, do you know, like, are you just spitting a strategy, or do you show like how to make money? Because you can make money with props. Like you can really make money, like any other business. Like not even comparable. Silver bullet is bad for the summer. Yeah, fortunately, it is disgusting. It is absolutely horrendous, but I found ways to adapt using it still. But I know what I know how to trade it now with the data that I have. I need to wait way more than during the normal Q1, Q2, Q4. Moss, can you use fib with your strategy? Yeah, absolutely. Use it. Use it, you'll see. Amazing. I'm not gonna state any names of like softwares and stuff. Like I ain't doing no free promo. Just search it online. You'll find it in 1 second, literally. Or ask ChatGPT or like Claude. He's gonna give it to you. I don't want to get canceled. I'm PR trained, brother. ICT never said that. I don't see the value in looking at the 1 minute chart by finding a daily bias. If you can truly say something to the statement that I just said, let's debate. I don't say it doesn't work, because I use a lot of the concepts within a lot of those core concepts. I use them. It's not that it doesn't work. I'm just stating that in general, the concepts are just concepts. There is a big difference between a concept and a strategy and an edge within the market. Concepts define why price moved from A to B in hindsight. A strategy tells you when to enter to put your stop loss and your take profit, and it generates positive expected value within the market, beats the market. Two different things, very different things. That was the most stressful short that I've scaled to. Foolish entry, you got small profits. Did you respect your strategy, troops? Oh, let's see. Who cut your hair, bro? Am I chopped? Let me know. Am I chopped? Jack. Am I cooked? I thought we wait for the third 15-minute candle to close and then look for a trade back to the gap. Study it. You'll find something very important with the fact that you don't necessarily need to wait for the close. Yeah, there is a lot of recordings of old backtesting sessions. If you wanna dig into those, sheesh. Yeah, definitely copy trading is definitely a gem. Unless I want to smoke where you're smoking. Shit. Smoke where you're smoking. I don't smoke shit. I don't even eat shit. Just drink water and coffee. You have a YouTube video explaining your strategy? Yeah. Just go on Amos PFT on YouTube and you'll find it. No, it doesn't need to take out the high or the low of the second candle. Preferably, but it doesn't need. It could be an inside bar. Hey bro, I just passed my first fender today, but I didn't feel confident in the strategy. Is there strategies you would recommend? I would recommend you to not even touch the funded account until you find your strategy. Hair's on point. Let's go. Let's go. What's your checklist before you enter a trade? Fair value gap being created. So let's say it's a bearish gap, because I'm going to try to long back towards that bearish gap. Bearish gap being formed on the 15/1 hour. Third candle closing back within the range of the second one. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, or 5 minute entry model that is either that is showing me that some sellers are being squeezed and buyers are the one controlling the market. So breaker block, order block, so anything that breaks and has strongness and displacement. And then last one would be 1-to-1. So if you're not in a scenario where you're at a 1-to-1 from the gap, make sure that you enter the trade with enough size that you can DCA within the range, meaning that you're gonna dollar cost average, which is adding to a losing position to make sure that your average comes down to a 1-to-1. That is the whole list. Hamas, tu vas supporter quelle équipe pour la Coupe du Monde de foot? I will support. You basically asked me which team I'm gonna support. I'm gonna support. Okay, I'm gonna support 2 teams. 3 teams. I'm gonna support Algeria first. That's my blood right there. That's where I was born. So Algeria number 1. Second, I'm supporting Morocco. Yeah, I need to. Even if you guys are being dicks when you win. And then I'll support Portugal. I actually want Ronaldo to win, just for the storyline of like, okay, can we still fight for the GOAT debate? Because in general, like, of course, Messi's a better player. Okay, let's not even debate on that. Yeah, France also, but I don't have anything with France. Like I don't have any. Like I speak French, but you know, I'm rooting for Canada before France, literally. You know, imagine if the States do well. That would be cool. There's not any soccer fans anyways, so the streets would be empty. Went from basically gambling to being profitable, and you're still my favorite stream every session. Appreciate you, man. With your personal YouTube, it's Amos PFT. I appreciate you a lot, my brother. Means a lot. All those messages, all the love, support. It's amazing. And man, just to let you guys know, like I started doing this. I started doing like trading in general in 2022. Started like social media back in early 2024. And I still remember the day that I did my first live stream, which was like my first live stream like on with my own community, which was like April of 2024. And like shit. Time flies. Time flies. But it's crazy how much you can accomplish in 2 years, 3 years. We are way too pessimistic, I think, as a, you know, we are like we only view the value of short term. Can stick to something for 2 years and truly be honest. What's your favorite ICT model? I don't think there's like an ICT model that like that is like good, but the concept that I like is the power of three. Power of three. So open, high, low, close, open, low, high, close. You're very impatient. No way the States win. There's literally no way. There's nothing more boring than having no community to trade with. I agree. Man, trading with a community or just having people to talk to, be accountable to, so much better than being just trading on your own and being alone. 100%. I totally agree. And like, we are made to bond like that with each other. Like, if you're trying to be the lone wolf, that's really the dumbest shit ever. Even when it comes down to like building your strategy and you know, figuring trading out in the first place, I think still like you should pair up with someone at least, because I did. Like if you don't pair up with someone, you're missing out on someone else's intelligence, point of view that you could benefit from. Lost my brother. I just tried the strategy. Did I do right? 15 minute, there was a fair value gap. Recent 15-minute close, I took a short. Yeah, that's not bad. Right here, there was like a you know, a slight unfilled. That candle slightly 0.75 handles away from closing back within the range, but you still can see it. It's like when I have this, there's multiple things that go into my mind. It's like, okay, that next bar should have closed bullish. Okay, it did, but that upwick is literally triple the body. So then what is below me? A gap. Okay, can I sell from the close to the gap and try to scalp 10, 15, 20 handles? Definitely. So then you need to make sure that the structure formed within that wick is good and not just chop, because it will be chop a lot of times. Well, when it's chop, then there is also something you can wait for, which is the flip. You email the Tradeify prop to allow traders from Algeria to work with them. I don't have that. I don't have that pull, my brother. If I had, yeah. I don't have that kind of pull, my brother. And even them, like, if that rule, if they made that rule, it's probably because of your country's restrictions with Ninja Trader, like Tradeify. That's for sure the case. It's like if there is a rule that your country cannot trade from that certain prop firm, your country's the problem, probably, or like it doesn't match with the terms of and conditions of certain brokers. So where is price headed? I would need to see an hourly So that hourly candle closed bullish, broke out. How am I gonna anticipate the next hour to print? Yeah, literally gonna rage. Or that new trading view thing is so disgusting. I'm predicting that since we broke out, if you just looked at a 1-minute chart, okay, how would you trade this? Would you short the next bar or would you long the next bar? Right here. If you had to predict the next 1-minute candle, type 1 if you would long, type 2 if you would short. Right here. Right there, right now. What would you do? Type 1 if you long, type 2 if you short. I just want to know. And then we'll go from there. Two, okay. One, one, two. Okay. For me, it's a 1. For me, it's a 1. Why? Because we broke out of the range. We broke structure. And not just that candle right here that close has a pull, but the fact that we broke above that high also has a pull. You know? So here, for me, if I had to guess, and I had to be right 60% of the time, 65% of the time on the bias, then I would buy a breakout like this and predict that the next hourly bar would print and close bullish. That's the whole principle behind everything. If you can't truly find the direction of the next candle that you're of the time frame that you're looking at, you can't trade. Good thing someone said, neither I would sit on my hands for the next bar. Amazing. Which is literally what I do the whole day. I wait for the bar, a certain bar to close, so I'm sure of the next one. Not sure, but I'm sure I'll be like 65%. I have 65% chance of being right. That's it. On the framework. And then my stop loss so huge that I'll survive. All right. Or for me, it's gonna be bullish. And even if it prints down, it could print down. I don't mind. I don't care. If it prints down, it prints down. But I'm not even engaging within longs right now in the first place because I have rolls against them. I'm Portuguese and I prefer to see Messi play. Thing is, Ronaldo has flow, man. Like he's entertaining. Messi's like the silent one, the humble one. It's like, yes, it's good to be that person if you're that good, for sure. But in a fan's perspective, we like to get entertained. You know, that's the thing. Like it's the best is being the humble person, of course. But the most entertaining thing is being like the person that talks shit and has a big ego and truly believes in themselves. You know, that's the best. I love to watch those kind of guys. Well, I actually enjoy watching them. Let's say, especially in the UFC, let's say McGregor talking shit, but I enjoy watching. Like I enjoyed watching him beat people, and I enjoyed also watching him getting beat up, and like both sides worked because he was talking shit. So like when he would win, I would be like, damn, he talking shit. And then when he would lose, I would be like, damn, you dumbass. You shouldn't have talking shit. Moss is Messi, Spud is Ronaldo. I think with the cup thing, bro, Spud's definitely Messi, bro. Spud is definitely Messi. He literally made 40. He literally made 40K off of that cup. Plus, requested another 13 right after, the day after. Bro, his reels are so funny too. But that guy cracks me up. So funny. Does entering trade with your other significant hand? Eh? No. Let me repeat that. Amos. Does entering a trade with your other significant hand matter? For example, I'm right-handed, but I get results when I use my left hand for... Oh, no, okay. Oh, shit. Why did I read that? Why did I read that? I didn't read it before fucking reading it. You gotta get timed out, bro. Bro. Yeah, that guy has to get timed out. You gotta learn your lesson, bro. Holy shit. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Oh my god, that guy baited me. Oh, holy shit. He bait streamer. Nah, there's some guys that are so fucking funny in the chat, bro. Holy shit. I still gotta use some PR training, bro, you know. I would be laughing. Yeah, you guys know how I am. That is the type of shit that makes me laugh so much too. Like, bro, when someone's like, only dark humor can make me laugh. Only shit that you can't say either like on the live, which you know, you gotta be respectful for sure. But either something you can't say or that puts someone in a situation where he kind of feels disrespected, or like it's a certain situation where like, holy shit, that's fucked. That makes me laugh. Other things, bro, it's hard to make me laugh, bro. I smile a lot, but like laughing, dying of like out loud, it's hard. It's actually hard. But yesterday too, you guys are good, bro. You guys are good. What do you think about volume profile? I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good if you can find a strategy that you can truly use it with a certain entry, stop loss, take profit placement. If not, it's just a concept like others. Yeah, I just learned my lesson. I'll read the message. If the message is too long, I will not wait until the. But the guy baited me so well. He baited me like he started with like an introduction, and then it was so good. Have you ever watched Segura? If you like dark humor, you will love it. I'll try. I'll try. I'll try. Can you talk about the pole dancing and with Spud in Miami again? Or we've been talking about this the whole week. Briv. I'm glad no videos were taken of me. I'm glad. Very glad. Can you also share some of your other models? No. No, I gatekeep. I give value to the community. Listen, I give a lot of value. I give a lot of, especially technical value. A lot of the things that I will say is either a lot of technical value, a lot of value when it comes down to the business plan of trading prop firms, or the psychological approach of prop firms in general. That's like where I'm at. But there's things that I prefer not talking about, you know. I think Enki coming down to make the daily wick. That is a very smart prediction right here. I also believe that we are gonna come down towards that daily bar here. Daily create that daily down wick, generate sellers within the market, push down during the London session, then potentially see the market rip back to the upside during the New York session. That would be my take. But you'll see there's like multiple kinds of sessions that you can anticipate. Sometimes Asia will chop, push. London will chop, push. New York will chop, push. That's like one of the buy days. So if you're expecting a buy day, that could be a kind of profile that you will see. So that would be AL New York session. So then another one could be Asia chops, which is right now. London creates the low. We flip back above the opening price. We hold, and New York would be buys. Okay, so A, L, and Y. Another one we could see is Asia chops. Asia chops. London sweeps Asia high and Asia low, but chops also. When we wake up for New York session, then we can play either both range, or what I would not play the range high. I would just try to play the range low. We would wait for a break on NQ during the New York session. A lot of sellers will get trapped into thinking it's sales, but then probably creating the down wick of that daily bullish candle, and then long back to the upside. Or either just, let's say this is A, this is L, and this would be New York session, goes down, and then once it starts shifting above the Asia and London high, then you try to take your continuations right here. That would be one. Another one, what else can I see happening during the New York session? Oh shit. Oh, let's say this was Asia and this was London. Let's say just London didn't pop the Asia high, let's say. So that would be another one. So another one would just be the seek and destroy, which would be like Asia, London, oh shit, my London session is way too big. And then New York. And then trying to target the... It's kind of the same thing as this one. It's just literally the same. I think this is by far more important than anything. Profiles are very important. But that's very important also if you try to catch daily ranges. You're going to play so differently. And for me, it's very hard to catch those daily ranges because you need to be okay with being wrong, but knowing that your risk reward is so high that you only need to be right once or twice in a week to get paid a lot, which a lot of people can't do. And the way that you're going to enter within those are so different than what you've been taught. It's like, if you want to catch a daily range, pull back levels and the time frame that you're going to look at for your entries is not the one. It's like the hourly, the 4 hour, and you're going to look for a gap, and you're pretty much going to anticipate that this is going to be the distribution from. So that's what I'm seeing. Man, I remember watching so many videos about daily bias, and then I would just mark out one thing I would do when I would start backtesting. I think a lot of people are there still. But like, I would mark out. I would have like a session indicator. I would mark out. Okay, all right, that's the previous daily high. I'd be like this with my tongue out like this. Okay, daily high, daily low, Asia high, so London low, and then literally wait for a break, back inside the range, long, 1 to 2. Literally the only thing I would do a whole day, trying to back this. If you want me to save you time, stop doing that bullshit. Please, please, my brother. Let me save you guys, please. Do you think your strategy will work tomorrow and Monday with the contract rollover? Contracts will rollover kills my AM session strategy. It is a day I don't think I've ever won this year. It was 2 contracts rollover, and I never won. On like the day before, like 2 days in, I gotta be careful. Isn't that what Jade Cap said he did to take 1M from props? What did he do? What did I say? Oh, the strat that I talked about? Listen. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything really. Fuck it. We're not gonna go there. Amos, what has been your most satisfying TP? What has been the longest time a trade took to hit the target? Satisfying TP. Okay, I'll tell you. You can even go on my my Instagram and watch it. It was the take profit that I took before getting my second 15K payout on a Lightning funded accounts back in October. Okay, why? Because at that time, I think I lost a pretty big amount in one day. Like I blew my accounts like in the end of September, something like this, out of tilt after 6 months of not breaking a singular rule. So that was like kind of a comeback to just like shit. Damn, that was satisfying. It was like I fucked up so bad, just letting the emotions get the best out of me, and then basically I'll show you the trade. Okay, so like I entered on something like this. Let me show you. I entered like this. Okay, so it broke, and I had to enter here. Okay, that was my my entry. Oh, it was on the 15th. Okay, so I entered right there, and I couldn't make the payout by entering 2 minis from here to there because I needed to make like 3-4 handles below the low, and I knew I would crash out so bad if it would sweep that low and then pull back up. I knew it. So you know what? I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna enter 3 minis. I literally entered 3. So then that I never did that after. It's just literally for that trade. I don't know. It just happened so quick. I just saw it like I just went downstairs to my setup and saw the setup, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna take it. So then I did not have a lot of time to react. So I just entered 3 minis. So my take profit was not even that low. It was here. So I got the small reaction, got the 15K payout, and it was so satisfying. I remember. Oh, it was so satisfying. It was. Because a 15K payout hits different. It's like, of course, there's people getting, all right, $1 million payout, this, that. I don't really compare myself to any of those. But like a 15, shit. Is Jade Cap the real deal? I don't know anyone really. I really don't know them. I can't say anything if I don't know them, personally. What he did is pretty crazy for sure. You know, the amounts of payouts and stuff. Can I talk? Like, can I truly say whatever? Like, if like he's the real deal, I don't know him. You know, I don't have like facts to back what I'm gonna say. Do I respect him? Yeah, of course. I'm asking advice because I blow my account today for one day before getting my payout. Oh shit. First payout also? Shit, that stinks. Blowing your account the day before requesting your first ever payout has to be like the same torture level as like as being stabbed or like, yeah, being stabbed or what else? Like kicked in the nuts. Something like that. That's like that's up there. That is what I call the kiss teeth entry. I always win those. You enter, you immediately hit take profit. I remember I wrote a tweet. I was like, nothing feels better than the nap after blowing your accounts. And a lot of people disagreed, but okay, let me put you in perspective. Let's say you have a 5 stack of accounts that like are up a pretty big buffer, and then you fuck up and you just start you're going in a spiral and you start gambling. Okay, it'll happen to us, you know, and it happened to me. It will happen to me in the future. I know, hopefully not, but you know, happen to the best of us. So then you know that feeling when you're gambling, and you know you're gonna decimate that account. Like you know it's gonna be gone. You like there is 100%. It's 100% certain it will be over. And like the amount of stress that built up within like that hour or two of like just long, short, long, short, long, short. Once it's done, once it's over, your brain is so fried, literally so fried. It kind of feels like you're now free. You know, you feel satisfied from you're like shit. Damn, it's over now. Thank you. You know, I felt that way like pretty much like when I fucked up like in September. I remember, and that nap after it's literally like a knockout. Someone just slapped you in the face so hard, knocked out. Yeah, that nap be it's literally like deep sleep. That nap be so deep. Yeah, it is. It is. You just want to be done and go to sleep for sure, bro. The worst, then the worst shit ever is like blowing an account during Asia session. Oh my god. Late Asia session or like London session. Oh, I don't think there's a worse feeling than this. And especially like, let's say you're close to the payout, you had no DLL, decimated that account. Wake up the next day, your setup would have hit, and you would have gotten that payout at like 9:45. Literally, you just had to wait 15 minutes in the open to get paid. But your dumbass had to click buttons in the Asia session just to secure that last $200 day. We all been there. You know? I just got my fourth payout on the account. 150K that I won on your giveaway on X. No fucking way. Is that true? Is that true? You won? Alyssa, I remember your name. God, this might be true. Yeah, congrats. Damn, fourth payout on the 150K Lightning funded account. Holy shit, congrats. Damn. It's hard to take those accounts serious, especially when you win them from a giveaway. You're like, you don't have any attachment to them. You're like, I didn't pay for that shit. So like, let me go all in. But you got 4 payouts. Holy shit. That's well, if you get put into a live account, send me a message on Twitter. We'll bring you to Tradeify TV, hopefully. If you want. We'll ask. Damn. Yeah, there is some horror stories for sure. Seeing some horror stories on in the chat. I don't want to read them. I feel bad. Yeah, shit. Really happy for you. That's amazing. You know, it's funny that I've been performing better during late Asian session than London lately. I mean, it's just, look, it's not about the session in general. It's not about the session. It's about the rules within your trading in general. It's like, if you've been, wait, let me see. I think I lagged. Yeah, I lagged. Yeah, but yeah, it's mainly your rules. It's like if you're 1 day to get the payout, you're 1 day away from getting the payout, and then you trade Asia, but you know you shouldn't have traded Asia because it's not from your plan. Then you will never be able to actually accept that loss, and then you will spiral, and then you will blow your account. But like trading Asia, like as a whole, if you can truly accept the loss and walk away, there's nothing wrong with trading Asia, especially if you have a model for Asia. And I think Asia is very good for to get those $200 days. But it's like if you're trying to get that $200 day and you lose and you're down 200, just wait for the next Asia session. Wait a full on day to then come back and risk. You know. Man, I used to do that. Trade Asia in London, hit 70% DLL, trade it back in New York, but blow up entirely. 70% DLL. Hamas, are you Kabil Bijaya? Yeah, NIM, yes. Oh shit, yeah, we reached the target. So let's do the second target, 350. I'm gonna do the giveaway right now. Okay, let's do the giveaway for the first one, 150K select account. Second light goal, 360. Let's do 360. It's the same every time. So 360 for the second light goal for 150K account. So let's say, okay, the word will be the word is 7 wins. Because we've had 7 back-to-back wins during the Asia session streams. Let go. We can spam 7 wins. I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay, next week, hopefully, I hope we're gonna get the bot. So yeah, all right. So I'm gonna choose it within the next 15. I'll let some time so everyone can jump in if you have some delay. Oof. All right. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Magnet trades. Congrats, my bravo. You just won 150K select account. Make sure to have your email within your YouTube description. I can see you have it. You are a BPR liquidity model. I see on your YouTube channel. Good shit, my brother. Okay, we're at 358. I just need 2 more likes and we're gonna do another one. Okay, 360. Let's do another one. Let's do. Okay, second word, Asia on top. Okay, stop spamming, stop spamming. Okay, the word is Asia on top. That's the second word. You can spam it. Damn. Holy shit. I got tired of that one. I need another coffee, maybe. Okay. There's plenty. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna wait like 15 seconds again. Okay. Pull out the chat. Okay. Bruh. I'll do it with this one. This screen. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hawaiian muffins. Hawaiian muffin. I pulled back so deep. So Hawaiian muffin, congrats. You won 150k select account. Now next like goal 500. We can do that. We can do that. Come on, chat. Let's do 500. 500 should be the bare minimum on Asia with how the chat is doing. You know, I posted a reel. I posted a reel. I'm gonna check. Okay, how much I'm up on that reel. Okay, but I posted a reel yesterday night. Okay, and when I posted that reel, I remember I posted that reel, and 3 hours later, it only had, I swear to God, it only had 300 views after like 4 hours. And I was like, oh my God, I'm cooked. I was like, okay, GG's. Woke up this morning, that reel was at 144,000 views. And then I did not see, I did not check, I did not, look at my follower count. But then in the PM, I was like, I looked and I gained 2,200 followers from that reel alone. Holy shit. And it's at 10,300 likes right now. This one. You can see it. Okay, shit, this one. So, yeah. You only need one reel to go viral. It's the last one I posted. First time winning a giveaway here. How long does it take to receive it? Like 7 days, something like that. 5 to 7 days. How many views? 380,000 right now. So it's like doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. Yeah. Yeah. Turning into an influencer. Yeah, I am. I am actually. I've been an influencer. What's your Instagram? amos.pft. But I said I wanted to show you guys my stats within the last month. So let me show you exactly. Okay, let me go here and there. Okay, let's check. Let's check if I can share the screen. Okay. So you guys see it? I think you guys can see it. But that's okay. So let's go over like the payout that I got last month. So in the last 30 days, okay, just on the live account, because the live account's really what I'm trading right now. So if I go up here, okay, so I received my first payout on my live account on May 11th, 2026. Okay, 860. Okay, not bad. Wanted to get a little feel of that live account, that daily payout. All right, that's good. Then second payout, 2.3. Now we were talking. Now I was starting to risk a little bit more. My approach was, okay, I'm going to take one trade in a day, but I'm going to make this trade count, and I'm going to make sure that I am satisfied to not take more than one. Okay, second payout, 2.3. Then another day, another win, 1.3 again. So 1,390. Then this was like two payouts combined in one, so 2 winning days, but 3.9. I think no, it was 3 winning days combined into one. Then 3.9. And then daily payout number 6, 1,350, which was okay. So this one I received on June 8th. Okay, so you see how things can quickly change if the market meets with your strategy. It's like, okay, I'm break even, I'm doing good here, doing good there, and then boom, a win streak comes in. It's right here. It's June 8th, 3.9. Okay, then June 9th, 1.3. Then June 10th, 1.1, and then today 1.4, almost 1.5. So you see, it could change quick if you are patient enough for the market to meet with your strategy. But that was just, I just wanted to show the current performance on my live account. A lot of people were asking me, especially within the how is it called, trading floor. They were asking me what how my live account was doing. So yeah, that's pretty much I made 12,500 within the last 30, and yeah, so pretty happy. I wanna push that live account up to around like 30,000, and once it's at 30, I'm gonna start risking like 3 to 4K per trade, maybe 5. No, 5's too much. Like 3.5. So next like goal, guys, is 500. So make sure to like the stream. Make sure to like the stream. You have 5 live accounts from Tradeify or just one? Actually 4. One is gone. All right, don't ask me why. One is gone. It's far gone. But yeah, 4. It's on rhythmic, so. The payout cap. How can you get more than the payout cap? There's no payout caps with a live account. There's no payout cap. You can literally request how much, however, whatever you feel like requesting if you made that amount in the day. The green days, it's the green streak. It's like months slow, months like win, loss, win, loss, loss, win, loss, win, loss, loss, loss. And you don't go anywhere, and then 2-3 weeks back to back, you just don't lose. That's the one-to-one system. It's really okay. I'm very confident in my edge. Let me just focus up. Take the trade, win. Take the trade, lose. Take. If you truly don't blow your account after a loss, did you invest in SpaceX? No. Hell no, brother. Hell no, my brother. Gotta make a. Ask me questions in the chat. Whatever you feel like it's that you need to get answered from me. It could be anything, but whatever you feel like asking, ask it. Could be personal, could be anything, but you know, I already took my win. Let's see where my win was. What time was that? Oh, I did not even show the. Oh, was it on? Oh, it was an MNQ. That's why. I'm not even staring at the win the whole day. The whole time. I should flex it, brag it as much as I can. 74 points. You know, I have a very good memory. So we can calculate how much points were up within the Asia session. First stream, number 1, we were up 85. Second one, 105. Third one, 35. Maybe I don't have that good of a memory. Fuck, I don't remember. After 35, I don't remember. I think it was 20. I remember it was just a quick scalp. Are we 6-0 or 7? No, we're 7-0. And then the others, I don't remember. Yesterday was a pretty big trade. Oh no, I remember. 5th trade was 300 some. It was 400 points. It was actually 400 points. Yeah, it was 400 points. After the 400 points, that goes to 5. Then there's today, which is 75. Bruh. Plus something, which was yesterday, we can calculate, plus today, which is 74. So how much did we make yesterday? What trade did we take yesterday? Did we take a trade yesterday on stream? Hey. Yeah, it was Wednesday. We took the long. We took the fat long. Yeah. We took the long here. 91 points, I think. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? 91 points. Yeah, it was 91 points. Fuck. What's 91? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 91. Okay. Who can make the count? That is surely 1,000, no? How much is that? So even if I lose, I'll just remind everyone I just won 7 trades back to back. Even if I lose the next, I'm gonna be like, guys, I'm up 1,000 points. It's like, that's just a 20-point loss. No biggie. No. You see? Okay. Now you get what I'm saying, though. How did the next bar close? Yes, I didn't take the trade and stuff, but we don't care. The framework in general, that's what we care about. Not predicting that the next bar is going to be a reversal. That's it. Don't reverse the market, especially this one. The only reversals I'd look for would be the unfilled one. That's the only one. Ooh, what's that action? That looks clean. That looks so clean. Wow. That looks like the New York session right here. How that 1 minute bar was fluctuating. Actually looked very clean. One 8 p.m. 1 hour candle was formed. Do you see any new setups? No, I don't see anything. Look at how it closed. Can you really predict how the next hour will print, like the full-on hourly candle from this one? I can't. We closed bullish, but the downwick's so big, the rejection is pretty slim. Like, this is exactly an hour that I would close the chart, literally, since it's impossible for me to predict it. ICT sell model, good short. Is twitching. I think when I have my chat in front of the screen, it bugs. Might be that. So I'll just look at my chat on my second screen. Direction is key, yeah, 100%. Miriam took the same trade as me, did she? Pretty much nailed the bottom. You actually nailed the bottom for real. I got my profits pretty early though. What time do you stream on your Amos PFT channel? I don't stream on that channel. Only stream for Brett, my brother. I told you guys. Come on. Have you tried your gap method on higher time frames earlier than 15? Yeah. I can show you 5 gaps that got filled on the daily chart using the same framework. And 5 times you could have went for bigger targets. This one, a trade that we took together. The long from here to there on the daily right here. Next bar prints. Let's see how it printed actually from the close. Printed up. That was the 400-point win right there. That's what I was talking about. So that right here happened on the daily. Another one that happened on the daily. This one. Unfilled gap. Third candle fills to close below the second candle's high. Third candle fails to close above the second candle's high, so just closes back within the range. You look for a short on the hourly, short from here, which is a short again that we took together on stream. That was a short that we took on stream. I ended up taking profits here since I entered one mini, but this is a short I took on stream. Daily again, right there. The daily has an unfilled. That third candle fills to close above the second candle's high. We go on the 4-hour/1 hour chart. What is this pattern? Inverse, change in a state. You sell. Just sell here. Stop loss covering most of the range. Take profit here. If you want to let some runners, let some runners. Okay. But you could be like this. Let's say trim 5 and then let some runners run, but it will look like this. It's a 1-to-1. You sell. Then you update. Oh shit. Pretty like there was an uncomfortable retracement for sure. Held, pulled back down, smashed TP without your stop loss being hit. Again, it's mechanical, but like it. Oh, see, there's another one. But you see, like that daily chart here was horrible. So that's why it's so good to know how to scalp those lower time frames, because it's not every daily bar that will give you a good close or a strong close, or you know, like even if like say you're predicting that the next bar would be bullish on the day, you see how choppy it is. That's what I mean by being able to scalp and not giving back so much profits while like predicting a daily range. You're gonna make so much money on days like on like months like the last month or 2 months ago, because it's all-time highs. Especially last month, it's like 20 back-to-back bullish days. You just buy low, sell high. That's it. And you win every time. You buy the open, you win. You buy the open, you win. But does that really work in all conditions? No. Same thing here. Daily bar closes back, unfilled gap right below you, scale down to the hourly. That is a chop. That is a disgusting chop. But like, you see, you can still enter, stop loss, take profit, something like that. Get filled, hits the gap. That was close. Yeah, it was close, but we don't care about it being close. We just care about it being right. You know? Yeah, Nick. Did push up a lot from that close, actually. What's the purpose of like having to touch something like this? Let's say the long position, and when you click on it, you can click multiple times after. Like, what the fuck is this? Does anyone know how to get this away from my trading view chart? Like, is that a setting? Like this one first, like click here to learn more. No one wants to learn on trading view, bro. Like, I mean, what? Is the tool on the left the pencil? What do you mean? Which one? Which one? Like, I just the pencil under the magnet. My brother. Oh my god, thank you. Holy shit. Jalen, you saw me struggling like that, you didn't say it? Jalen, come on, bro. You see the guy, as soon as someone helps you, you just shit on him after for like not saying anything instead of just saying thank you. Nah, I appreciate you for real though. But you saw me struggle, you could have said something. Oh shit. Okay, now I know. Damn, that pencil, that is the worst fucking shit ever. You can just spam the buy. Nah, that is ass. Okay, well, what does that lock mean though? What is this? What's that? What's that lock? What does that mean? I know the magnet. The magnet is like, if you put this, it just tracks the lows and highs. The magnet also is disgusting, so I don't put it. That is like to calculate the high and the low. To stay in drawing mode, right here. What does that mean? How does that work? It means lock in, my brother. Definitely needs lock in. If you hover on those, okay. Lock all drawings. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Okay. Okay then. Okay, I was not familiar with TradingView's game like that. Holy shit. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. It's like you try to move it, you can't. Even if you tap on it. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I don't see like hide options. Hide all drawings. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, the amount of times that I could have just clicked on that shit and saved me like 55 times like clicking on Control Z. It's literally, oh my days. You cannot edit when they're locked. Yeah, I think that's the principle of it. I'm just so dumb. Zoom in. No one uses that though. That's like, okay, the zoom out though. That zoom in tool is like from another, I think it's from another, what software uses this? I don't remember it. What software uses this? It's like such an old software. Okay. Here, we're on a TradingView mission right now. He's recently used the bone, the robot, this one. Okay, this one. Okay, the magnet is okay. I use it for my videos. Okay, the bone, the bone and the other shit is like, I think I saw a video. I saw a video of someone like tapping with the no, just putting this. Wait, yeah, he was like, he was beating price up, so it could jump to the upside. It was like this. Yeah. Okay, it's TOS. Oh shit. Anchored volume profile. Okay. Wait, is that not another one? Fixed range volume profile. No way you could do that. There's no way you could do that. Okay, let me go on the 15. Is it gonna say it? Wait. Okay, let's see if it says. What? Yeah, let's see if it says what it says from here to there. Makes sense. Okay, let's see. From here. But I think I need to like pull back on the replay. Oh, but that is so useful. That is so useful for my next few videos. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, that's so good. Okay, I could just do this. and then have that. Can it be on the right? Can I put this on the right? Histogram box. Placement, yeah, right. Ah, that's shit though. That doesn't look too clean. Okay, all the way to here. That doesn't tell me much. Okay, we went and we just did a whole trading view experiment right there. That was cool. And now I know more. First, I don't have to click that. Okay, that's good. I feel smarter now. I feel actually smarter. Thank you. Thank you so much if you helped me on that. Shit. Okay. Let's get back to the questions now because we fucked around for a while. We definitely did. Oh shit, the giveaway. We're at 411. Oh, so many people left because it's 8 p.m. and I'm not taking the trade. That's alright. That's alright. Okay, let's do 435 likes. So like few more likes and we do the giveaway. Just few more likes. 435 and I'm doing another 150. We're only giving big boy accounts here. Only big boy accounts. Can you maybe analyze? Yeah, I can analyze what's currently happening. Because I already took a trade. That's why what's happening currently is not necessarily the focus. But currently, within... I would want to wait for at least an hourly candle to close to give me the story for the next one. Within this one, so from the 7 to 8 p.m. 1 hour candle, it closed bullish, but it did wick that high. So it is very hard for me to get the bias and be like confident in saying that I would see that next candle closing bullish or bearish. It's like a 50-50. So for me, once I see that the bar is so difficult to predict the next one, what I do is I just scale down to the 15 and just try to scalp the market. That's usually what I do. So if the hourly is my main focus. If I can't have the read on the hourly, then I scale down to the 15 and I dissect that hourly candle into 4 15-minute candles and look for a trade within that, you know. So let's say here a good trade we could catch, like you could catch, because there's only 10 minutes left of the session, but would be either, it could be both sides. It could be either price pushing up and creating a bullish gap. So let's say it pushes up from here and creates a bullish gap, and then third candle closes back within the range of the second one. You have a gap below you, you try to short back towards that gap, or same thing if it happens, but on the if it creates a bearish gap, so you could sell off, create a bearish gap, try to scalp the move back towards that inefficiency for 10 15 20 points. That would be a play that I would look at within the 15 minutes, because the hourly is too unpredictable so far. So one thing that we can note from this candle fluctuating right now is that it has no upwick. If a candle has no upwick, there is a big likelihood of it being exactly like it did right now, of us wicking back to create the upwick of that candle. So it's pretty abnormal to see a candle with no upwick or downwick. It happened right there. But if you take a look, it happens sometimes during the Asia session, I won't lie. But it's very rare, especially during the New York session. Usually the candles that will have those are like news candles. So let's say like within all this 15-minute chart, there's like maybe 4 candles within 60 to 100 candles that will have no up wick or no bottom wick. So another we're at 443 likes. All right, we need a few more likes, and it's gonna be, we're gonna do the other giveaway. So 150k select. Holy shit, I've been muted the whole time. Oh my god. I don't know why I got muted. I think there was like a ring on my phone. Okay. But I was reading the chat. I was saying appreciate you for the, let me see, okay. Appreciate you for the for you producer. We said, dude, you are really talented the way that you're explaining. And I was talking about the fact that someone asked me that question like a month ago, or like 3 weeks ago, which was Miriam actually during the podcast, and she was like, okay, there's a big difference between someone who is good at trading and someone who's good at trading and knows how to explain also. And she was like, why, or like how? And I said the main reason is, since I speak French, since French is my first language, I have to dumb things down in a way that I use the simplest words possible. And of course, I've been doing this for a while now, just explaining my strategies. Even like before I actually had a community, I was teaching my friends my strategies, and teaching like, okay, in French though, for sure, it's a little bit different, but the terms are the same. Like we still use fair value gaps, inversion gaps, or breaks of structures. We don't say that in French. Oui, je parle français. So yeah, so the French, the language barrier is like, was a good thing, and also repetition for sure. Like if you do it every day, you're always explaining, you find better ways to explain your thought process. You find ways that could resonate with people a little bit more, especially depending on your audience. Sometimes you're gonna have people who truly want to learn the why. You can say okay, price goes from A to B, and people will see the value in it. But if you truly explain what's actually happening in the back end between buyers and sellers, or like giving cues of volume, or giving like more of a roadmap, that resonates with a lot of people too. I was never that guy though, especially in school too. Like if you would tell me A plus, A and B does this, then I'll just learn A and B does this, and I really don't give a shit. But in trading, it's different because I love it. Yo, can I have 150k select? I don't really have that much money to buy one, and my parents don't want me wasting my money as a 17-year-old on a prop firm. You cooked yourself by saying that you were 17. You can't win an account. If you said that you were 18, I would have given you the account. Damn, that's crazy, bro. It's all good. You'd still learned your lesson though. In life, to win, you gotta lie. You gotta cheat. Oh shit. You write, you articulate well. Thank you. I don't write. I don't read. I just got better at speaking just by speaking to you guys, especially. Yeah, it's just repetition. Repetition. You look at the chat. You look at the chat, guys. Please, I'm 18. Can I have one now? Get the fuck out of here, boy. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Let's go. I meant I'm 18. Now you're lying. Now you're lying. Oh, no, Ryan, you're lying. You kind of have the French look. Do I? Parle français ou québécois? I can do both accents. Can do both accents very well. Don't worry, my brother. But I am not good at doing the French from France accent. Parle français. Ça va bien. Ça va bien. I was gonna say a bad word. Sorry. I was gonna say. Chill. La vache. La vache. Merde. Oh no, I don't. You know, the French from where I am, which is Canada. It's like it's between it. It's like there's French from France, which is this, like there is an accent, but it's like I would say it's cleaner than people from Quebec. Then there's people from Quebec. Holy shit, that is like, I'm telling you, a French person, if he truly encounters someone who's like from Quebec and like deep from Quebec, like not someone who's like who doesn't have that bad of an accent, someone who has like a pretty deep accent and uses slangs and stuff, he won't be able to understand a lot of the things that he says. Especially why? Because where I come from, we also use a lot of English, so it's like Franglish. We use a lot of English words within our vocabulary. So yeah. We got 450 likes. Let's do the last giveaway. The word is easy. Spam the word easy. I'm gonna select it within the next minute. And yeah. Like Texas English compared to British English. Yeah, it is comparable. Yeah, 100%. It is a good comparison. But the thing is, like Quebec, they use words, they have a certain slang that cuts the word in half and it doesn't become a word anymore, you know, or like it's a slang that only people from Quebec would understand because it's not even a word. So like that, you know, if you're from France, in my opinion, you wouldn't understand shit. All right, 3, 2, 1. I got Tourette. Just for your name. All right, I got Tourette. Make sure to have your email within your YouTube description. You won the account. And yeah, so already time for me to say goodbye. It was an amazing 4 days with you guys with the Asia stream. 7-0 currently within the Asia stream. 3-0 this week. Oh no, 4-0 this week. They're really a trade every day. So see you guys tomorrow at 12:30 for the trading floor. But it was an amazing time with you guys this week, and hopefully we're gonna keep that streak alive next week also. Appreciate you guys so much, and I see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.